You're someone who wants to be that person who never misses a gym session. And the reason why may vary. Maybe you want a toned body. Maybe you want to start pushing your fat loss further. Maybe you want to start seeing what your body is actually truly capable of. Or maybe you're sick and tired of your joints aching every single time you stand up. And whatever that is that you're working towards, one way or another for you specifically, the gym is a route that's going to help take you there. So you pull out a 6 to 8 week training plan, purchase a coach, start going with a friend, or maybe start going to a few classes just to help build your confidence. And usually for a good while, life is good. You can feel yourself getting stronger, feeling more energized, maybe noticing strength has gone up. And there's this feeling where you know fully well that this is it. This is the moment when you start to change. And then life comes in. You lose momentum and eventually everything stops. And until that next bout of motivation, you're just sat there waiting, thinking where it all went wrong. And after several attempts of being that person who's probably been trying to build up a nice gym routine, it starts feeling like a gamble that you're either made to do it or you might just have to wait until you find that lucky plan that actually works for you. But the reason why you may be experiencing this may be something else entirely. See, for you specifically, the reason why you keep falling flat on your face when creating a gym routine may be because you're not meeting the 3 core pillars that ensure you have the structure to build a strong baseline for a solid gym routine that lasts, even when life gets in the way. And these 3 core pillars are clarity, proximity, and execution. Now, these might not sound much on paper. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you've ever seen anyone even talk about this at all. And that's because not many coaches or people or even influencers will. But it's what I've found are the most common barriers which have prevented current and past clients I've worked with from building a solid gym routine. Working with me, we aim to fix those pillars, and that is how we ultimately get people from thinking they don't have the it when it comes to training to building a rock hard gym routine that builds a toned and strong body. And in this video, I'm going to share why fixing these 3 areas can help you overcome this problem. And I'm going to walk through them now. All right, first up is clarity. If you're someone who walks into the gym, does random exercises like throwing the sand ball around and hoping for the best, and suddenly finds your momentum just starts deteriorating slowly, it may be a case that clarity is your issue. See, clarity isn't having a vague goal like get fit, lose fat, or tone up. Clarity is really knowing what your training is actually going to be doing for you, how it's going to connect with your life or even impact it. Now, this might sound quite cheesy and you may be sitting there thinking, well, I do know why, Alex, I just need to lose fat. But there is so much more of an important reason why you need to deep dive into this even more. See, if you've ever wondered why that one friend never misses a gym session themselves, I can guarantee if you ask why they go, whether it's for better or worse, they will go into something a bit deeper over just losing fat or getting toned. I can guarantee they'll start talking about a moment they had in their life, a realization, a feeling about something, or simply created the want to show themselves something. And whatever reason that was, from that, it meant that they met a value in their brain that matches with their training. In other words, they created purpose. And this is what you need to do for you, is feed your brain that kind of alignment, or even those sort of ingredients, if you like. And this doesn't have to be like a huge existential life change or spiritual journey you need to go through. It's a case of just understanding your why. Why is it that you want to train? What impact is it going to have for your life? And when you do this, it means you can start building your training routine around your life and start putting the steps down to help you move towards it as well. And trust me, it makes it 10 times easier to show up and put your trainers on when you have this in your arsenal. All right, the second one. This one is proximity, and it's a sneaky one, and I think a lot of people underappreciate this one sometimes. But I do meet a lot of people who say the reason why they don't go to the gym is because they're lazy or it's laziness. And whenever we get into why, it usually relates back to this one, and it's not laziness at all. Here's a common example that I see. Maybe you found a gym that was just down the road from your work and you figured, yeah, you know what? I'm going to start going straight after work because it's convenient and I want to go after straight away because whenever I do it when I go home and then go to the gym, I just don't simply go. And so you start taking your gym bag into work and you drive to the gym, you get there, it's about 5:30 and it's packed, noisy and stressful. And you can't get onto any of the kit. Weight is literally just placed everywhere and anywhere. And it's just jungle rumble out there, and it gives you more of a migraine than an actual training session. And you go twice and it's the same thing again, and after you stop. And now you have this unused gym membership just burning money away each month. And the problem here is the gym you've picked and how it influences the time that you go. It doesn't match to your needs and wants. And it gives you more reasons to not go rather than go. And what we need to do here is think about how we can change that over. So does it mean finding a different gym, maybe somewhere a bit more quiet or out of the way, or maybe the cheaper one without the spa? Is it a case you need to change the time that you go? Maybe you are more of a morning person instead, and maybe it's a case of changing up your routine to allow yourself to go before work. Or maybe it's a case that actually you need to look at like how many times you're going. Maybe you're someone who can't fit 3 workouts a week, and maybe you need to go twice or once a week. This is what getting proximity nailed down can help you with, is fitting the gym into your life in a better way and fitting it around your life, your schedule and energy, not against it. Okay, the last pillar, and this one is probably the most common one in my opinion, but the last one is execution. And I think the reason why this one is the most common one that I see is because you might not know what exercises you're meant to be doing when you go into the gym, or more importantly, know how you progress and grow your training over time. And essentially, with your training, we need to be aiming for you to see growth and progress, whether that's in the weights you push, improving how your body moves with different exercises, or seeing an increase in the total reps that you do for a particular exercise. We need to be seeing those things because it's a surefire way to know that your body is growing and changing in the direction that you're wanting it to. And if we don't get that on point and not see progress, your body won't change. And to overcome this, it's not just a case of just getting a training plan and then off you pop. You need to actually understand just basically the basic principles around improving and growing your training. So after you finish your training plan, you know exactly what you need to be doing and looking for, making sure that you record your weights and reps when you do a training session, and making sure that your training plan matches your skill level. And usually when we nail the execution part, it's also one of the fun parts because it means you can start hitting the gym again and seeing it all work and come into action. But just know that all 3, proximity, clarity, and execution, do work together. And for execution to work, we need to get the other 2 on point and working in harmony. And that way, if we get these right, you'll go from then being someone who sits on the couch and watching Netflix every evening to someone who becomes a gym regular in no time at all. And this is exactly why I've made the Couch to Gym Goer program. And during the 7-day program, I will provide you the tools, resources, and templates you need to finally build a gym routine that fits your life, not the other way around. And each day we will focus on a specific part of the 3 pillars, clarity, proximity, and execution, and help you lock them into your lifestyle step by step. And by the end, you won't just have a plan that will eventually get dust. You'll have a structure that you can actually stick to for the long run. You will also get 3 weeks of WhatsApp support from yours truly to check in, ask questions, or get any feedback on your plan throughout your time. All of that, and it's just for £30. And if you're someone who is ready to starting over with their gym routine, click the link in below and I'll send you the details over. Until then, I'll see you on the inside.